Hey y'all, welcome back. Good to see everybody. Welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay. Got Tanya beside me, and on my right hand side and y'all's left is Nay. Everybody.
Somehow that didn't seem to the left or the right.
That didn't seem to the left or the right. Well, you know, I'm in this cup, girl. So she could be on top of the computer. I couldn't tell you. She might be on top of it. Hold on, Nay. Anyway, y'all. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a lot of random stuff. And I want y'all to get into the comments. Make sure you give your perspective on what we're talking about. Because a lot of people got perspectives. And we ain't going to talk about whether they're wrong or right. Okay? We just want to hear y'all opinions. So make sure y'all get in the comments tonight. Okay? Because we're going to be asking y'all some questions.
That's what I'm talking about.
Perspectives. Anyway, y'all. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about, I know you,
You know, I'm finger happy. I'm ready to click on something, just to put something up there.
You ready to click on something?
Yeah, girl.
Well, y'all, let's talk about what's on your mind. Okay, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what's on my mind. Some disturbing mess.
Oh,
and I mean disturbing, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know when this happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lady just trying to get some cheese for a Big Mac. She was just a Big Mac and cheese, y'all, and got sucker punched dead in the throat.
Judy!
She got beat down by a police officer, by a sergeant. So I want y'all to look at this video, and I want y'all to give me your perspective on it. Everybody out there in the comments, I want y'all to tell me, what would you do if it was your mama, or if it was your sister, your auntie, somebody, or if it was your ass? What would you do? Roll it.
I almost lost my life behind it.
The woman in this disturbing video, Latika Hancock, emotional as she relives Monday's encounter with Butler Township Police.
Why I said, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to be George Floyd. They're not going to get me on the ground.
Police body cam video is showing us what led up to the moment a Butler Township police officer punched Hancock 3 times in a McDonald's parking lot.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese. So then she got an attitude because I asked her for a refund and called the police because she didn't want to give me back my money.
Officers Todd Stanley and Tim Zeller listened to her side of the story, then asked her for her first and last name to issue a trespass notice.
If you don't stop, you're going to end up going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, Hancock, write it down.
Calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest for failure to identify.
It quickly escalated. Officers grab her, and Zeller pulls out his taser. Hancock tries to reason, but it's too late. Officer Stanley strikes her 3 times in the face and head.
You punched me on your own will.
No, it says
I didn't punch you.
Feet up.
I didn't resist. No, I didn't. I'm a female.
Stop.
Look at my mouth.
Stop.
Do you think your officers used excessive force here?
I'm not going to comment on that until the entire investigation is complete.
Tuesday, the police department launched an investigation into the conduct of both officers, but only Officer Stanley is on paid administrative leave. Hancock and her legal team say it's not enough.
And we're asking him to be terminated and to be convicted and to be charged. Yes, both officers, and to be charged. That's what we're asking. And we want an independent investigator. This must stop. These officers and their brutality and their, condescending approach.
Attorney Michael Wright says officers injured his client due to the use of force, and he says Butler Township and McDonald's played a role in what happened to her. Ms. Hancock, what does justice look like for you?
They taught us all through growing up.
You want to hold these officers accountable.
Be accountable. Every action has a consequence.
I'm floored. Like, I know, okay, so I had saw a little bit of a little clip of this probably earlier during the week, but I hadn't seen the whole situation, like what led up to whatever.
Some cheese.
It didn't even matter. But y'all, like, did you come on, somebody? Like, I don't even understand. This woman is talking to you, explaining how she was done wrong. She was done wrong. Like somebody catching an attitude and not giving her money back. I have a problem, officer. I need my money back because I've been wronged, officer. Now, all of a sudden, because my voice is elevated, now I'm under arrest. I gave you my information. You know how we of color are when they're asking you questions. So you already I'm sorry, you should proceed with caution. If I don't know, be sensitive to the situation that she didn't want to give you any more of her factual information, like her name repeated again. Either way, did it justify her getting hit in the face? She's bleeding. A woman is bleeding. Y'all, I'm up. Somebody else take somebody else and say, hold on, let me look at these damn comments, because I just think I'm just too much. I'm too through. Okay, Tatiana, tell us something else. I would look. I'd have been in jail. For real. When he started punching her, oh yeah, I would have had so you would have hit him back.
I would have to get my links back.
You hit him back, baby. I know, busted him out.
I agree with you, Tatiana. It would have been a full-on brawl. I am not lying. I don't understand why they don't give these police officers more training. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, you have a wife at home. I know. I don't even know what to say about that. Only thing I say, how can you hit a female like that? You know what I'm saying? It's two of y'all, two men, and you gonna rear back and take your fist, ball your fist up and bust this woman in her face. She never once touched you. You didn't have a reason just because you're having a bad day to bust this woman in the mouth like that.
I got something else to say, but go ahead.
Like, I know you would have been in jail. You'd have been calling me best friend. I need some money on my books. I'm gonna be here for a long time.
That goes to show I'm just like Tatiana. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. I'd have been in jail. But in the woman's defense, when they told her to state her name and to put her hand behind her back, how can I put my hand behind my back if one officer is holding me from the left and the other officer is holding me from the right? So her hands is crisscrossed. So if both of y'all are holding me left and right, how can I turn around to place my hands behind my back? How is that resisting arrest when both of y'all are holding me?
Well, you heard in the video where she's saying, okay, hold on. I'm going to stand up straight. I'm going to stand up. Hold on. Yeah. She's telling them they're trying to push her down and force her down to the ground. And she don't want to go down to the ground because it's wet on the ground. It obviously rain. But then again, how come they didn't read her rights?
Yep. There's so much in this that's wrong, Tatiana. She says, but it's crazy because if she would have hit him back, they would have really tried to lock her up.
Oh, she would have been shot.
I mean, as if they didn't just hit her in the face.
That's what I'm saying. If he didn't hit her in the face, she would have definitely been a dead woman.
It would have been another George Floyd times 2.
How is it trespassing when she paid her money in full?
Thank you. Thank you, Nate.
How did everything get flipped around to her? Now we're investigating you.
Like I said,
now you're the criminal.
How in the world? It started off all wrong. Like, I understand as an officer, you're coming to a situation and you need to get everybody involved's information, right? You need to know who did what, when did who. I get that. That's common law, right? There's nothing wrong with the officer asking for information. What went south and where I'm just kind of like blown on, there's a lot where I'm blown. But the first thing, it was just like, she's talking to you rationally. She's not coming at you crazy or sideways. And then when her voice elevated due to, you know, their tone now sounding accusatory. Why are you not? I've given you a fact. Someone did me wrong, officer. Something happened to me.
I
Can
was
you
just trying
help
to get
me?
my money.
Now all of a sudden you sound accusatory. So what's your name? And you know what I'm saying? Why do you have to sound like that? That's the next part. But okay, so what her? Go ahead, Nate. I'm just,
you know, that the saying that they say, justice is blind. That coin is a two-headed coin. Justice is blind. It's blind to what's right and it's blind to what's wrong, because you're found guilty before the sentence is even passed down, before you even go before a judge, before they are giving law enforcement the opportunity to take it upon themselves to be the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, like it's out the window. And then you suspend one with pay, but then the other one is still at work. I don't understand.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Okay, looking at that situation, only one is truly at fault. Does the other officer know that the other one finna punch her in the face?
No, baby. No. When you growing up, when you coming up in the Black community, God forgive me, when you come up in the Black community, let me take that back. If you in that crowd, you're guilty, because my brother did 23 years in prison for accessory to the crime. Accessory, meaning you're just as guilty as the person that shot him, stabbed him, beat him till he bled to death. So if we can get those charges, why can't the law get the same charges?
But he shouldn't. Your brother shouldn't have never got charged like that. It was wrong for your brother. It's wrong for the cop. I'm just saying, if you did the actual crime, the dude who put hands on the woman pay the price for it. The other guy, if you want to, I mean, what can he be reprimanded for? Holding her arm?
Well, the other guy, he the one that had the taser to her head.
I'm gonna say this. He should have stepped in. He should have stopped it. He should have got between them. So for that, yes, he should be charged.
No, it's like this. Think about it, y'all. Play this out.
You sat back and watched the crime happen in front of you.
Give me your hand.
And you took an oath.
Give me your hand. Okay. I got your hand. You the one. And I'm sitting here trying to tell you, ma'am, I need you to whatever. I'm trying to get you down on the ground. Whatever I'm trying to get you to do.
Okay.
Nate, on the other side of you, wham, wham, wham. I get it, because he did at that point, after he saw the man hitting the woman, stepped in and was trying to separate the two.
I didn't see that.
I did. I saw that. And my whole point is, whether he did it with purposeful intent, if it was exaggerated enough, who could say? But he made the gesture. And if he made the gesture, that means he attempted. And I'm just saying, I'm not defending nobody, so don't get it wrong. I'm just saying right is right. Charge who's guilty. Like Nate, in your case with your brother, they should never have charged him for accessory. If he didn't do it, you get what I'm saying? You can't premeditate.
Well, they got a new law now to where people are getting out of jail for being at a crime scene due to murder. If there was a murder that happened and you were around at that time or at the scene and you didn't commit the murder, then they're letting these prisoners go now.
Righteously
They're giving them a resentence.
That's only right. You shouldn't be charged for something. But that's just one of the many wrongs in this whole situation right here. We got a whole woman who is wrong for not getting no cheese on her hamburger.
Damn.
And the guy licked up in the face. That's abuse and so
she paid double the price. She paid double the price, Tanya. She paid 49 cents plus an extra 30 cents because she wanted extra cheese, bitch. She was,
and then because she done got punched in the face and got ass whooping to go with it. Who the hell? Damn. So y'all,
I didn't know Big Macs were that expensive.
Big Mac can cost you a whole lick in the face.
We was in recession.
And
then had the audacity to ask her to pay again. The cook came from the back to the front to say, if I got to remake your order, you need to pay us. And she stood up for herself and said, I'm not doing that. I've already paid double the price for my extra piece of cheese. Why would I do that? And she had the receipt to show the proof.
Y'all, why? If you got receipt, it's like the officer didn't even give a damn about the fact that it's like they were mad and angry that they got called out to the scene over someone not giving you 49 cents worth of cheese. So now that I'm mad, this is the next thing that I got a problem with. Why is it all right for a man to hit a woman?
Thank you.
I don't understand. Like, if I was a cop, right? If I was a male cop and a woman is being belligerent, she would damn near have to pull out a weapon, threaten my life. You get what I'm saying? Physically hit me before I then retaliated back in some kind of way, like maybe I shove her to the ground, or you know, if she had a gun and she about to shoot me, I shoot her in her toe. I would do something else. She would have to come be the aggressor big time before it went to me to where I would physically touch you. And so these men take officer off of it. These men are abusers, period. It's like the mentality of a man has lost the respect and value of a woman, the femininity of a woman, the softness of a woman. We're not a man. So there's no reason on earth why you should be hitting a man in the face like that.
Accountability lies with the parents. I'm sorry. Because nowadays it's these mothers who are trying to raise these boys and getting it twisted. You know, so they're not getting that masculine and that male perspective or male what am I trying to say? They don't have that male figure to teach them, you know, that a woman is softer than a man. Don't put your hands on a woman. You know what I'm saying?
That value's lost.
It's lost.
Nay? Yes, bitch. Wipe it off here.
I'm gonna make my screen big because I need y'all to see this big old shiny forehead. You know, I need y'all to see this. I agree with my co-panel over here, but I disagree. The way I grew up, you don't hit a woman. You know, that's the passive, soft, sensitive. Oh my God, there's a spider. You don't hit her. But there's some bitches out there. They're like, it don't matter how you tell that hoe to sit down, that bitch keep coming. You have to hit that hoe. You gotta lay that hoe out. Cause if you don't
I disagree with that. What's wrong with your legs? What's wrong with your legs?
Why can't you push her down? Why
can't you walk off?
Right. No, dude, I have seen it, Judy. I have seen people try to walk off. I have seen people try to
run off. How about that? Run the fuck off.
It's like this bitch got in her car and she floored it and ran baby daddy over because all he was trying to do was leave. You know, and then when the police come scrape him up off the ground and say, do you want to press charges? The nigga like, no, nigga, your leg broke in 3 places because your Ford truck done ran over you 2 times. Like, no, bitch, you going to jail. Oh, you finna go to jail. She ran him over his own truck.
In certain circumstances, it's okay to hit a woman.
No, see, this is what I'm trying to say. All jokes aside, this is what I'm trying to say. It is never, ever, ever, ever okay to hit a woman. But it's some people out there, male and female, that feel like they just aggressive. Now, when I say that, I too can be that woman at time when my anger is escalated above my mean of thinking, because sometimes I just black out. But do I think I can get out there and whoop the shit out of Jean-Claude Van Damme? No, but I can get out there and cut the shit out of you. Some wars, you know, you can win, and some wars, you know, you're going to lose. And I'm telling you, I practiced this with my own 2 daughters. Keep your hands to yourself, because if that nigga black out, bitch, you gone. He gonna snap your neck. He gonna punch you in your face. He gonna throw your kids off the 6th floor balcony because they done asked you to let them leave. But you as the woman thinking you can take control and hold this man above his accountability, and he done snap. Judy, it happens. My son got bit in the face like a rock wall. Like this woman just literally took her 2 lips. Pretty little girl. And I mean, and locked on his ass like a rock wall.
In that case, I would have beat her up off of me. Sorry.
And so he said, "Mama, I take her," and she don't let go, Judy. He take her, and y'all know how big my son is, and he picks her up. And mama, before I knew it, I done shoved her up on the wall, and she still locked on his face. So when he get her to my face girl, to my house girl, he looked like a pet bitch. It's just purple, Judy. It's just purple. See, it ain't red. It ain't black. It's purple.
Y'all, audience, get in the comments and tell us an instance where a man is
justified
in
hitting
a woman. Y'all get
physical force to a woman.
When do you think it's okay to use physical force with a female?
Like, in my opinion, I hear you, Nay. I hear you, because our co-panelist, Nay, beautiful Nay, has said that in certain instances, there are women who are serious aggressors and deserve at some point to be dealt with in a way.
Manhandled.
So I say to myself, what situations? Because I think I was just saying it kind of a little bit, but Nay, like, even in the case with your son and his girlfriend, like, she's lockjawed like a pit bull on his cheek. But I guarantee you, the type of man he is, did he wham her in the face to get her off of him? No. He picked her up and put her on the wall to shake some sense into her ass. Let go, bitch, get off my cheek. So my point is, like, it goes back to home training about the mentality of the man. Your son had every right in the world because this woman is an aggressor. She is physically assaulting his ass, right?
I'm not going to agree with that.
No, what I'm saying is that
I feel like man nor woman should be able to put their hands on each other.
Period. But I'm just saying, in this instance, he should have. Your normal instinct is like, oh, or something.
Okay, what? Do it again. Do it. See, we already know she gonna get thrown up. That's why I told her, don't start. Baby, look, don't start no shit when we out there in them streets. If that's how you coming with, hell no, I'm gonna run. You gonna get beat up. Yeah, she better. You better stick to your own business. Don't fuck with nobody.
My point is, I wouldn't be one of them aggressive bitches. It wouldn't be me. But
you didn't try to be aggressive before.
I ain't being aggressive.
Yeah,
Don't lie.
You didn't try to be aggressive before.
I bumped her in the hallway.
Lying. She bumped me like this, and she said, "Ugh." When I was getting ready to go to work, she didn't want me to take the cell phone that we were sharing. You know what it did? It caught her a headlock.
She put me in a headlock. She put me in a headlock.
That's better than hitting her, right?
See, but my whole point about this is, and there's no reason to hit a woman. A woman has physically assaulted you. Do not, and this, y'all, if you're watching in the comments, we just watched a woman, I forgot where she's from, but she was trying to get some cheese on her Big Mac, paid the money for her cheese on her Big Mac twice, and then they didn't want to give her money back because of whatever upsetting.
So then they called the police.
And
said that she was trespassing,
which she wasn't, because she had the right to be there. She paid money for her food,
buying a burger,
and then the cops asked for questions about her name and so forth. Turned accusatory toward her. She refused. Well, she gave her name. She did give that.
She gave her name. She said, "I'm not going to give it to you again."
They got mad about it.
When she spelled it out, it out.
Then they got mad, tried to arrest her, and during the arrest attempt, hit the woman in the face 3 times. Now,
I'm gonna say beat. She got beat in the face. She had blood coming
busted
from her face.
lip and all. Now, to me, it's wrong on all levels. And that was complete. We got enough going on. I like I said, there's so much wrong with this situation. We still, why as the world we're in, with all George Floyd situation that was worldwide, national. We got where was it, Maryland? No, Massachusetts. Where is that damn state?
I think it was Massachusetts,
where the protests and stuff was happening, and all the brutality, everything that's happening in the world we live in today. Why is there still no change? Why is there still, where the police suit that particular job has elevated their
because they're not.
What am I trying to say?
They're not receiving the right training. They're trained to beat and
be super aggressive, over the top aggressive. For what?
I'm just saying, they're taught that. So they're not going to come at you like, "Hey, put your hands behind your back." No, they've been trained to think that you're the enemy.
This is not combat. We're not in Iraq. Not saying that instances out there on the streets. I'm not a street person. Y'all, y'all street bitches. I'm not. So I don't really understand
why we gotta be street
the magnitude of it. But I'm just saying it could be rough out there. So you got to use some aggressiveness to yourself to get to command control, to take control of the situation so it doesn't escalate in death or not. You're not supposed to be the person causing it, though. That's the point.
He was the aggressor and everything was under control.
So in this instance, y'all, we're talking about perception, people's perspective. Anybody able to see this from another angle that would have said the cop was warranted in doing what he did? I would love to hear someone else's opinion.
I'm sure it's a lot of people out there that think that
I want to know
and
why
all the actions that he took was valid.
How?
That's what they feel.
How? Now, like
because
I said,
the first thing they'll say is that you should do what the cop tells you to do.
She did.
Okay, but when he asked her the last time, tell me your name again. What is your name? She's like, I just told you.
So in this instance, y'all always supposed to, when they say, okay, well, now you're under arrest and you totally disagree with whatever it is, aren't you supposed to? So basically the way the world is now, so Black people or anybody that's being arrested incorrectly or injusticely, lay down. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Become demure. Because guess what? Even that shit don't work. You still get killed.
It sure don't. I was just watching some more videos today. And I mean, it was a 300-pound cop. I'm not lying, probably 350-pound cop that hit a girl that probably weighed about 110 pounds. He knocked her back on that concrete sidewalk. I mean, it was horrible. She flew in the air. So this is not the first lady that's been assaulted.
Of course not. We've seen this.
I mean, it's becoming common now.
We're getting desensitized to it, honest to God. I think that at this point, you know, when you keep saying, I mean, I'm not me. I see this stuff and I'm still like angered. I'm really angered.
And
on
the
inside.
sad part about it is that you can have it on camera. You can show it on. You always late, Andrea. I'm sick of your ass. You always late. You better show up on time next week. And I mean that because ain't nobody gonna be doing no catching up. Okay.
Look, Andrew, we talking about the woman that got beat in the face over getting some cheese on her Big Mac by the cop. So I don't know if you've seen it.
You
before.
didn't
No, girl. But
yes, it was a lady who got punched in the face
three times.
I mean, hard punches. Big as that cop was, yeah, she got punched in the face. And the blood everywhere. And all she did, she didn't resist arrest. She was trying to tell the police officer, okay, I don't want to get down on the ground because it's wet outside. It had been raining. And anyway, she's the one that called them to the scene. You know what I'm saying? I called you for help and now you arrested me. All I was trying to do was get some cheese for my Big Mac. That's all.
That's bullshit.
That I paid for.
It's straight bullshit. Andrea, y'all, I'm gonna say it one more time, and I guess I'll be done with it. But I'm still upset when they were sitting, the woman who got assaulted and the two lawyers that were sitting next to her at the table talking during the interview, and a reporter asked, "So both officers should be charged?" Because they were like, "Yeah, we want justice. We want both of them to be
officers charged."
I froze in that, and my mind stopped right then. I'm like, "No, both of them should not be charged. They should not. Only the one who hit the woman." Andrea, I want to know your opinion. Do you think both should be charged? Because both are being charged. Nay, is it one getting probation?
No, we don't know if they're going to be charged.
No, only one was being investigated with paid administrative leave. The other one was still at work.
The one who didn't hit?
The one who didn't hit was still at work. And the reason they let the one off for a paid administrative leave was due to the fact, and I quote, because of death threats through email, phone calls, and other sources of threats. So they felt that it was good for the safety of him as a cop to encounter his days off and paid leave due to his boss. So you felt good to make sure he was safe, but not the victim herself. She can't get any justice who was hit by your officer, but you can make sure your officer is safe.
Now that I don't even understand that right there. Like, you're worried about the only reason that you let this person off work and all this other stuff is because of death threats, not because you did something wrong.
Death threats because of the video. Death threats because of the video that surfaced from a civilian on the street, because the videos that they released to her lawyer does not show them actually hitting her. The dash cam or the cam that they wear on their chest does not show. They didn't get that clip where they actually hit her, but it was because of an innocent bystander put that video out on social media is the reason they actually got the part where they punched her in the face. So that video started the death threats for the officer.
Well, thank God for the video, because, and another reason that I think that the woman, or we as people, I feel, have to take the steps that we do during an arrest is because we have our hands tied behind our back. It's like, which way do you want us to act? Do you want us to give in and do everything that the officer says in hopes that I'm going to be treated justly and fairly? Or do I need to not and cause a big scene? Because it's like, do what I'm told or not do what I'm told. Either way, we're in trouble. So I feel we've gotten to the point where you got to act a fool, get loud, cause a scene to get someone else's attention to record this shit. So you got proof. I feel like that's why she got loud. That's why she caused a scene, because she knew it was going south and she needed proof to back her up at one point.
It's sad that we have to teach our kids to act a certain way when they get stopped by the police anyway. I think we're the only race that have to go through this whole drill of do this. This is step 1.
The speech.
Do this. Step 2, do this. Make sure your hands are visible, and all of this is bullshit.
Andrea says, well, I
feel if they both were there and one didn't say to the other that it's not right, yes, they both need to be charged because they are supposed to serve and protect. That's correct, Andrea. I feel the same way.
But in this instance,
you say that he made some kind of body gesture or whatever. That's not enough.
What was he supposed to do?
I need to see you stepping in like this. I need to see you stepping in like Superman.
But then it would have been enough, right? Then it would have been.
Then it would have been enough. That's not enough.
Well, can I make because I'm the goofy one. So I also noticed some flaws on the complainant side, and God forgive me because I'm gonna go to hell, so I'm gonna knock on wood just because I know. But as her lawyer was speaking, he was doing a lot of and stutter baby. If you gonna represent me and you finna get 10% or whatever, I'm finna get NAACP ABC 1 2 3. I need you to get your words right so them zeros can add up. Okay.
He seemed intimidated, didn't he? He seemed
very where
is that
lawyer?
Cochran's gone.
Where is that bubble lip bastard lawyer? Where he at, girl?
I like him.
What's his name? Crump. Where Crump?
And then the other one from the NAACP.
Crump with a P.
The other one from the NAACP, he couldn't even get his words together. He said, "This angers me. What angers you? Nigga, you want that? It didn't cost you 85 cents. You just trying to get paid off her 85 cents. Both of y'all sitting up there showing that y'all nervous as a tick. And then when they asked her the question, and what do you feel like is it just? What do you want to happen to the officers? Her lawyer steps in and say, "Well, we want. They didn't ask you what you want, nigga, because we know what you want. You want the money." They asked her, what does she want? And so she piggybacks off of what they say. We need to have a one-on-one before we have a press conference. And we need to stay united. We don't need to look like we're going to crumble under pressure.
But, okay. I also had a goofy moment while we was watching this video. I said to myself, that woman sure
and
know
Self said, huh?
And Self says, huh? That woman sure know how to sell that shit, bitch, because she sure broke into some tears that was not there initially. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
No, stop. Because if I would have said something about that, I would have been judged. No, don't even try it. Y'all wrong. That's how y'all went wrong.
I ain't gonna say that the girl ain't feeling emotional about it, but baby, she
had
like
a flashback. She was thinking about it. That's why she broke.
She acted like one of them kids when they be trying to put it on before they get an ass from, so you feel sorry for that.
You going to hell. You going to hell for that one.
Babe.
Going to hell. That's right.
And this just, please, straight talk, just keeping it straight talk. Please don't come for us because we some broke bitches. We broke.
She had a flashback to getting hit in the face, y'all.
But like I said, I ain't knocking you, sister. Do what you got to do, girl.
Baby, okay. Get that motherfucking money.
Get that money, because they owe you, honey. Cheese and all, they owe you.
She said she paid 49 cents for the first piece of cheese, then she paid 39 cents for the second piece of cheese. Why I got to pay you the third time? I don't understand.
Baby, she gonna own a McDonald's, so don't worry about it. Right. She gonna own McDonald's.
Say it one more time.
Well, y'all moving on, y'all.
Sure.
Y'all, I had to ask, and everybody in the audience, I want to know, put this picture up. Y'all tell me.
Okay,
put this picture. I want that one up. Put that picture up.
Before I put it up, y'all.
Go ahead and say what you got to say.
I just want you guys out there watching to give your first initial response.
First initial thought. Everybody out there watching, get in the comments and give us your first thought when you see this, okay?
You ready?
First thought.
Y'all ready?
Don't think too hard.
Now you ready?
I'm ready.
What is this? What is this?
I just need to know. Okay, so like, well, I just need somebody.
Anybody. I think y'all need to see it again. Not that one, the other one. That one. I want you. I don't know, but that looked like somebody carrying a whole damn penis. I ain't lying. That looked like somebody was toting the penis. Y'all, that's the Martin Luther King statue that they put up in Boston. Oh, Lord.
So an artist, an abstract artist,
I think he made a mistake on that.
That the city decided to pay $10 million to.
What?
$10
Baby,
million.
I could have made that for $10 million. I could have made that.
$10 million. Was it $10
million
or 10,000?
Nay, we just missed out on some money.
Was it million or thousand?
You know it wasn't no thousands. It was millions. Okay. They ain't gonna make no statue for no thousands.
So this was
then go to the other one.
Created.
Go to
this
the other
one. This one.
The one up above. Yeah, right. No, right there. Yeah, that one.
So if you guys notice that
it looks like somebody holding their head down. I don't know if they holding their heart coming out of their chest.
Look,
Father God, somebody tell me what's going on here.
This artist decided that based upon this particular picture that you see over here to the right, this is Dr. Martin Luther King and his wife. Is it Coretta? I'm sorry, baby, honey. I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, his wife having an embrace after he had was it an award he won or a speech? Mm-hmm. At any rate, it's in Boston, the Boston Common area where they used to date, where they first met. You know, had their whole sentimental moment. You know what I'm saying? So at any rate, they paid this artist to create an abstract statue, a memorial, a contribution. You know, to this moment that's supposed to be epically special. This picture is everywhere.
We didn't miss out on money. No, we could have did that, baby. We could have put that together. Yeah. That's what I said. What the?
So it's supposed to be that picture that I showed y'all with just the arms. It's supposed to be the arms. It's called The Embrace. That's the name of the statue, The Embrace.
I don't like it.
And it's supposed to be a tribute or a memorial to Martin Luther King, his, the day, the holiday. They unveiled it right before the actual day came around. And it's almost as if collectively when they unveiled it and they took the big sheet down off of the statue, it's almost like everybody took a big pause and we're just like, oh,
okay.
Well, because it don't matter what angle you look at that from.
That looks like his head was down, like he had a bad headache. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you could see it like that, Miss Andrea. You said he looked like he got a bad headache. Well, honey, his head looked like he was down eating some snatch. That's what it looked like to me. That's all I'm going to say. Hands so wrapped around some thighs or something. Nasty. I didn't get arms embracing each other. I didn't get embrace.
Like I said, on that first picture, it looked like he carrying a whole penis.
Look.
Okay.
Look.
It looked like somebody got their head down in shame.
I just don't understand it. I got to look at it one more time because this right here has caused so much controversy. Even the family of the Kings, they're flabbergasted by it. You know, they're like, first of all, they feel disrespected because why would you show a sculpture or a statue of people without their heads? They feel like the headless part was disrespect.
It is disrespectful.
They feel also that, the moment was lost in this picture that wasn't obviously like an obvious monument. It's not a something y'all. There's too much question in it. If it's not obvious to the naked eye, what kind of memorial this is supposed to be?
I'm gonna say all art is not just everybody have their
Judan.
No, that's a part of abstract art.
Nay.
Sometimes you look at people's art and you be like, I don't understand it, but it's beautiful.
Tell your friend.
But this is a hot damn mess.
No, that's a hot damn mess. That's a hot mess.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There's no way in the entire world. I heard I'm just saying sometimes art is that way that you don't understand it, but the artist understands. So I'm not taking up for it because like I said, it's a hot mess. Because that completely looks like a penis. I didn't get penis the first time I looked at it.
Nay, didn't you get penis?
I didn't get hands.
They look like a big ball of shit somebody staring to me.
That don't look like a penis. Why would somebody be holding it though? Why would somebody be holding it?
That's a shit sandwich. That's a whole shit sandwich.
That look like a penis.
That don't look like no penis.
Yes, it does. Somebody in the audience, please help her.
Either way, it's nasty. It looked bad. And all the different angles that this has been depicted in, there's only one that could be possibly like, oh, I see it now. But even though I see it now, I still think it's horribly done. Abstract art and all. It has totally missed the mark of a contribution to history. Martin Luther King went down in history as being monumental, having a mega impact on equality and stuff like that. But now you come with this. You've come with this piece of stuff right here. You missed the mark. Now I'm just what the fuck was that right there? What the fuck was that? Y'all,
they could have not even. What you took the comment down?
My bad, honey. There it is.
They could have not even put up none of that shit.
You ain't never lied, y'all. Maybe we'll come to like it.
Hell no.
Because wait a minute, nobody liked the Eiffel Tower.
Well, yeah,
the French people were insulted by the Eiffel Tower because it leans a little bit. And I know that's what you call it, but still they didn't like the design. They called it, some kind of disgrace.
Sorry.
There's some other Martin Luther King sculptures that have been out there that are a part of controversy. I think there's another one in Boston also.
We are tired of our history being disrespected and our people being disrespected.
But our own people created it. Our own people created this right here.
That was a black man.
That was a black man, a whole black man who made it.
Well, he was high as hell. He was high as hell.
Okay, he was on that. He was on that shit when he created it.
He was on that shit when you thought about it.
I can't believe that.
If that's the case, he was on that shit when he thought about it.
Look, somebody else was saying something about the fact that they thought
drunk you late.
No, that MLK statue was out of pocket. They did that on purpose.
Why do you think they did it on purpose?
But it was a black okay.
See, I didn't know it was a black person.
It was a black man who created that. And he said that he was a part of it. Yes, the artist was on. He's been interviewed. And it was him. And he said it was a part of a team collectively. And y'all should have seen the people on Good Morning America. Okay, they came on there trying to talk about this piece, and everybody was straight faced, but you could tell it took everything in them not to crack one joke. They were about the only newscasting place that didn't crack a joke. Everybody else has been going on it. Like even the family, they feel what was I about to say? They said something about it being disrespectful, but there was something else I was gonna say.
What, Martin Luther King's family?
Yes,
really?
Yes, they're like everybody has an opinion. It's just like assholes. Everybody's got one. So you got an opinion about it.
Yeah.
But it's not depicting anything positive. It's not giving positivity back to anybody. Who wants to go? But hey, guess what? It done brought Boston money.
I bet you did, because everybody.
Let me go. I want to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a.
Are you want to take a picture by it?
By the big penis statue? Yes, I do.
Oh,
but I don't want to take no picture by that big ball of shit.
I do, because I got this is down in history somewhere. You get what I'm saying? If maybe they did do it on purpose to raise, I don't know, but to get folks to talking, if nothing else, because you've accomplished that. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Drunk say, y'all know they can't give MLK a statue in Boston, one of the most racist cities, without making it wild. I didn't know Boston was one of the most racist cities.
And that's where he's from. King is from. Ain't that something?
Ain't that something? Y'all, did y'all hear about Florida wanting to take the A&P history class out of its curriculum? They don't want to teach that Black history at the school because they say that they feel like it's teaching racism. I'm like, why do you want to hide our history? Why are you ashamed of what y'all done? Why are you ashamed of what you done? You want to cover it up like a cat? Why are you ashamed? Teach it. You teach everybody else's history, but why are y'all taking ours out of the curriculum?
So you said a teacher was banned. Say it again, because
I said child. They decided to take a curriculum out of the school in Florida. It was teaching Black history.
Got it.
And they said some of the courses seemed like racism, so they took it out of the course period, out of the school.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
So, do you feel everyone's perspective? We're talking about perspective really here, everybody. But tonight's really the umbrella of tonight's conversation is perspective. Everyone's outlook on things, how it varies and differs, has an impact on almost every aspect of our lives. And so in this instance, do you feel that this particular topic should be taught in school? Do you think they're right for taking it out of school?
Do you think that Black history should be taught?
Nay.
Even if it seems racist. I mean, I don't know why it would seem racist. It happened. It's facts. That's what y'all do.
I think that Black history should be taught. I think that Black history should be taught from grade school all the way through high school and including college. But I will also say this and stand by what I say. I don't need school to teach me my history. If parents, and when I say parents, I mean Black parents, would start researching and doing their own homework and showing their own children where they come from and stand up for their own beliefs. And I say that because of the grandfather that I had. A lot of the Black history stuff that I was taught, I was not taught it in school. I was taught it by my grandfather. Stand up for what you believe in. We thought he was just a fallen drunk. We thought that he was just a veteran who had went to war and seen some things, and he would get drunk and talk about it. But in reality, as I became an adult, some of the shit that he taught us as kids, it was actual facts. And I didn't get it from school.
Okay. Drunk says, is the Black history they teach in even the real Black history, or what they just tell us? Y'all ignore me, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. We don't know. We can only speculate on whatever's being taught. But in my response to what you're saying, whether or not you think that it should be or shouldn't be, honestly, I think all history should be taught. It doesn't matter whether it's Black history, white history, Asian history, Indian history. It don't matter. If it's something that's happened,
if it's a fact and it happened, it need to be taught.
Period. Like, don't be, even if you're ashamed of it as a current race, past race, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's something that happened, and everyone needs to be knowledgeable about it from top to bottom, all the negative, the positive, the blame, the reason and causes. Teach it from grade school, kindergarten. If you got kindergartners and people who ain't even pre-Ks picking up cell phones and using tablets and getting them all computerized and internet smart and all that kind of crap, teach them stuff. Teach them things that can work and give them knowledge, whether it is something you're ashamed of or not. Teach it. And like that's my opinion about it at all. Now, should they have taken this out? No. Keep it. Teach everything. You shouldn't. Now, perspective, there was a teacher that was in California that was, I don't know if she was a history teacher. I'm probably sure she was, since she was basically she was standing in front of her class, and she had on a headdress like a Native Indians would wear with the feathers and all that kind of stuff. And a Native American student filmed her and posted it on Instagram, where she was making the noises, and all that kind of stuff, doing a whole dance and a chant and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know necessarily what the topic was, but she was referencing something in Indian history or Native American history. And so the student posted that he felt threatened by her
maybe
her performance. He put threatened. I feel threatened by what she was teaching. Really? And so they're I don't know if they're going to charge her or whatever, but she's under investigation for it. So I'm just saying, perspective.
They should be free to teach whatever the hell they want to teach.
If you got a point
it's
to get
a part
across,
of history.
Get it across. A lot of times you have to visually. I'm a visual learner. I'm also one that has to put, I have to touch and physically do it so it sticks. But definitely seeing it helps me to visualize or to feel the impact of it. Therefore, then it sticks as well. I don't forget it. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe I needed to see this particular dance or chant or whatever. I mean, I'm not an Indian or Native American, so whatever. But should he have been insulted or felt threatened by what a teacher was trying to teach
you
him?
at school? What you feel threatened for? Come on now, please. Come on. People be extra.
He just a crybaby ass wimp looking for attention, because how else are you going to learn if you're not taught?
They don't want to teach their history because they're afraid they have to pay some reparations. That's what it is. Sometimes I feel like the Black history that's taught in school teaches us to be victims. Like from early age, I was taught that I should be lucky to even be free.
Teaches us to be victims, huh? Let me think about that. Teaches us to be victims. So do you Black history I don't know about being a victim, because we weren't free. We weren't free. We as a people, Black people.
But that's the way I understand. That's the way it makes you feel, like I'm lucky to be free.
Well, we are.
Fuck that.
And honestly,
try it nowadays to try to enslave us. Try it nowadays and see what happens.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're not free.
Arms over Baghdad. Okay.
You so violent. That ain't finna solve crap, Jay. Damn it.
I'm just saying, Black folks ain't finna sit back and let that happen again. We'll go to war.
But do you feel like what's being taught right now in schools makes you feel like victims? Do you think the kids now, these youngsters or whatnot, make them feel that way?
I feel like it's detrimental, because you start feeding these kids all this negative stuff about Black history. Why not teach them the positive stuff? Think about it, y'all. When y'all went to school, only thing you learned about was slavery. That was it. You didn't hear about the inventors that invented this and invented that. Did you hear about it?
And Black people invented a lot of shit. The stoplight,
Did you know it was a Black? The first woman that ran for president, vice president, was Black. The first woman that ran for vice president was Black.
But you wouldn't know that because it's been suppressed from history.
Okay, I think that should be taught in history.
Why wouldn't it? Kamala Harris or whatever, that should have been something that everyone should have known something about.
Gave acknowledgement.
She should have stood on that.
He should have gave acknowledgement to that she's not the first, that it was somebody before her that ran for vice president.
Drunk, I've seen that too. We literally watch Roots in school, the whole series, beatings and all. I know we've seen it too. Now I'm just thinking that white people, do you feel like, when he mentioned that we're taught to be victims, they get tired of hearing it, is what I commonly hear white people say. They're tired of hearing Black history being taught, and y'all are just playing the victim to, something that happened hundreds of years ago.
It doesn't matter. The fact is that it happened, and it's still affecting us today.
Yeah.
Whatever happened in the past is affecting us today. Like anybody else's past. Whatever happened in their past, it reflects on their future. But go ahead. Okay, calm down. I'm drunk. What do you say?
I'm too. Wait.
Okay, y'all, calm down. I'm too drunk to be learning. I didn't know it was a Black lady who ran as VP before Camille. Yes, it was.
Full on.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, we got to get our history together, because the month is coming up, and I'd like us to start quoting some stuff and giving some names, at least shining some light.
She actually was over a Black newspaper, and then she ended up, she was an activist also, and then eventually she ran to become vice president.
Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear us. What happened, Andrew? Could you hear us before and you stopped? What happened?
Drunk. Can you hear us drunk? Then we'll know it's just Andrea. Andrea might be deep in the cups tonight, y'all. Drunk. Can you hear us drunk?
I can't. Y'all, but perspective plays a big part, just in daily life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you now, even when I be at work sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
He said, Andrea, it's you. It's you, Andrea, because drunk say he can hear us. So it must be you. But anyway, like I said, perspective plays a big part, in healthcare and everything. A lot of times when I be working in the medical field, I notice that a lot of the treatment is fucked up. Because of somebody who comes from home and say, you know what? I think this patient feels like this. When the patient can't talk for themselves, I think this, I think that. No, that shouldn't be. You need to go on facts because y'all are killing people.
Not to mention that part where their patient isn't able to communicate to you things, but how about when they are? A person or a patient comes in and they're complaining of some type of pain. It's not up to a medical professional to care, not necessarily care. I don't mean that. What I'm saying is to pass judgment on your level of pain. You're there to treat. I can understand that maybe you care about a person who is a habitual drug abuser and they've been there umpteen however many times to get the so-called pill for whatever chronic pain they're going through. But either way it goes, you still treat
the patient.
Maybe not give as much as a full prescription on that, but you still treat it. It's not up for you to tell a person, oh, well, they're just in here faking it or whatever. Or I have no mercy, or I don't have any sympathy for them due to whatever. Your perception and perspective of whatever the patient is going through. And that's sad because we just talked about that with the police, because you're held to a higher standard or whatever. Medical professionals, you're held to a higher whatever judgment, and you have the power to do or to not do for a patient. You get what I'm saying? Like you have the judgment. Why? That's scary when you think about that type of power that a person has, whether they're going to treat somebody or not treat them.
It's sad, but it's serious.
I'm gonna say this just to make everybody laugh. When you say perspective and you're talking about in medical terms, I went to the ER this week due to some medical issues. My dumb ass tried to stay at home and diagnose myself like I know what I'm doing. I was all wrong. Let me just say that on straight talk. Don't be at home trying to diagnose yourself. If your ass hurt, get up, go to the E to the R, because it ain't gonna work. Black people, it don't work. But with all that being said, I had got a stack of papers, when you checking into the ER, right? Okay, well, fill this out and cross every T, dot every I. Okay, cool. Well, when I pull out my insurance card and they realize that I'm a young Black woman and I got Medicaid and Medicare Part A, Part B, we got a whole nother stack of paper for you to fill out. Well, because I got some insurance, you finna run that motherfucking bill up. So that's keeping it in perspective right there.
They gonna run every test on your ass then. They gotta make sure they got job security, baby. That's just how it is.
Look, that's keeping it in perspective. That's keeping it in perspective right there for your ads.
You ain't never lied. Oh, you got money.
But how are these doctors and medical professionals diagnosing people off perspective, though?
It should be black and white.
They're treating patients off of perspective.
You're supposed to have a measure of compassion with what you do, so some of that does sway you to the left or the right a little bit, but there should be a mainstay, like, you know what I'm saying? To where, you still are providing care. And you shouldn't neglect somebody.
Let me tell you, I didn't heard nurses say, I'm not going to treat this patient because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Whenever we send them home, they're not doing it. So I'm not going to treat them. I have no sympathy for them.
How about a patient that came because they tried to commit suicide, and instead of treating them with any type of measure of compassion, okay, so you tried to kill yourself. Let me finish hurting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hurt you and make you feel extra pain. That'll teach you not to do that to you next time.
Stabbing them with the needles and carrying on.
So it's real. Hey, I think that everyone should take themselves out of the equation so much. Stop. That's almost like when you see a text message and you automatically assume that it means this one particular thing. No, I think I've probably said that before. It might not always mean that screaming thing that you always take an attitude. Jay will read something in a minute and say they got an attitude.
I know they got an attitude. That's because I know my friends. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's because I know them. I know what they mean.
Drunk said, y'all know how many times doctors said nothing was wrong with me, and I went and got on the internet and found what was wrong. I laughed. Drunk, I'm sorry if that. You know what? They just said self-diagnosing now.
Don't do it.
Do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. Go get another opinion after your
Because
internet search.
every damn disease is it got the same symptoms across the board.
Diarrhea,
coughing, diarrhea, dehydration, all the dizziness, all that shit. It all mimics. You're gonna fuck around and fuck around. You're gonna fall out trying to take your damn self in the house drunk. That's all right. Just get you a fifth of liquor. That'll cure it.
I just got one thing to say.
What you got to say? Oh
bullshit.
Lord, no.
What the
can
I
need to get Steve up there. That's what I need to do. I need to get Steve up there.
What you say? You need
I need to get Steve up there because I feel the same.
Because that's how I feel.
That's it. What the hell? What the hell?
Just saying.
With that bottom lip hanging, what the hell?
Just saying. That's all I had to say on that.
Ooh, y'all, we done went over a little bit, but I enjoyed the show. I thought we was going to get to talk about more, but time went by so daggone fast.
Mouth be running.
Your mouth been running tonight.
Was it?
Tanya mouth been running tonight, baby.
I felt the type of way when we talked about that woman.
When she seen that woman get punched in the face, look, all I had to do was fall back. I said, I'm just gonna fall back because look, I didn't even get a chance to say nothing. Boy, it was like a Doberman picture, boy. I said, fuck it. All right, then I had a show, baby.
I felt the type of way. I felt the type of way. I still feel the type of way. Still got some more shit to talk about on it, but I'm gonna let y'all make it. I'm gonna spare your ears.
You gonna spare us? You gotta say what you got to say.
I'm just saying, honey. I can't stand that type of stuff. I can't. The men shouldn't be allowed to do that kind of stuff and get away with it. Because when you see one get away with it, the next man seen that he got away with it and think the hell that he can do it too, and it keeps passing on, and that's why I ain't gonna talk about.
Men, keep your hands to yourself. Stop beating on a woman. Okay? That is point blank. Get the hell away. Walk away.
They should have had you on there. Look, they should have had you build the statue Black 365 instead of that goddamn.
I told her we done missed out on some money. Shit, we could have built that penis statue.
Y'all, they didn't even like the Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? They say eyes in the beauty of the beholder, and that she has so many. You can get a different perspective no matter how many times you look at her picture. But how many times can you look at this picture and think? I'm gonna get off of it. We trying to end the show. Good night, good evening. My bad, y'all. My mouth is closed.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. All you latecomers, y'all come back next week. I know we came on at a different time tonight at 8:30.
Yeah, so it's
we came on about 8:19 or somewhere around.
Wait a minute.
What's that? Women
need to learn how to fight back.
Hell, fuck that dumb shit. You know what? I know that's right. I ain't gonna even get on that because we'll be talking another 30 minutes about that bullshit. You know, we'll be talking a whole another 30 minutes. But hell yeah, women, y'all need to learn how to fight back.
I'll run your ass over with a car.
We already know. Because
I can't fight, but
that's why I tell her, mind your business when we out, okay? Because you can't help. All right, what if it's two people? I'm gonna be fucked up, okay? Show them what you're gonna do to them, Tanya. Show them again.
No,
go do that panda swipe. What the hell, Nate? What the hell? She ain't never been in a fight in her life.
Y'all are welcome.
She ain't never been in a fight. Hey, it looked like she was doing the Dougie. Teach them how to Dougie. What? Teach them how to Dougie.
Good night and good evening.
Oh, yeah. Make sure y'all come back next week and tune in and make sure you like, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, y'all. We enjoyed everybody. Y'all, next week we'll be here at 8:30 again. Y'all, this has been Straight Talk. No bullshit. We love all of y'all. Y'all have a good night.